What's up, guys? I'm sure this will be, no surprise to most of you, but generally, I'm not the biggest fan of freight brokers. Being that I'm a truck driver and owner operator and all that stuff. And I was going to do a video sort of making fun of them, or trash talking them a little bit. And then this is based off of a conversation that I had on YouTube from a guy who at least claims to have been or is a broker. Sage something, and I'll post you'll see a screenshot here in a minute. But yeah, he called me out. He must have seen one of my videos, and and everyone points fingers at everyone else. And now that's not to say, just really my little disclaimer here, not all brokers are the same. Not all brokers are crooks. No broker is necessary, though. I will say that we don't need a single one of them. But different topic. And so instead of, being, rude or, being an asshole, I really just started to think about maybe they're just really out of touch. And maybe they just need to be educated a little bit as to some of the goings on as a truck driver. So I figured I'd take a couple minutes, and sort of share that viewpoint so freight brokers maybe can understand a little bit more where we're coming from. And now the comment that sparked this guy, Sage or whatever, was, blaming shippers for bad freight rates. Every truck driver, most truck drivers will blame brokers or shippers or whatever. I personally blame majority of it on the brokers. Now, because obviously capacity is huge. Freight volumes are down. That's obviously going to play a huge role. Tender rejections are down because everyone's holding on to their contract rates. So, obviously too many truck drivers, not enough freight. Rates, in theory, go down. My issue is, as rates go down, the amount or percentage that brokers keep seem to be going up. So it's like, my problem with brokers is it's this middleman that we don't need. The whole shipping industry, we need who is needed. We need a shipper, a receiver, and someone to move the product. Nowhere in there do we need a freight broker. So we have this middleman person who gets to pick the rates, essentially. Because when I say pick the rate, I mean they're the ones that are adjusting it. Shippers can to an extent, but most of the stuff is contract stuff. It's already set. So it won't change week to week, most of the stuff. And if I've asked shippers and shipping managers straight up, and they have told me that they've paid the same amount of stuff or same rates for years. So what it is brokers know that there's some sap out there who will take this load for less. Or, there's too many trucks, I don't need to move it for a good rate. I can hold off and I can lower the price. So we have this unnecessary entity that gets to fluctuate the price. But, and I'm going to try to be chill about this. So this guy was talking about, and I was making a joke about, I'm on the wrong side. I should be a freight broker. I wish all I needed was, internet connection, a phone, and, I could sit in my home in my skivvies and, make more money than a truck driver. It's a good business move. I mean, it really is. And that's, for these small brokers, that's not too far off as to what they're actually doing. But he comes back with, you want to talk about expenses and not having you should see my insurance. You should know my insurance. And I'm just like, hey, bro, just don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna make yourself look stupid. And he comments back, and I'll show you the screenshot of it, like right here. So he sends this, message or whatever, showing that his insurance cost is $26,000 a year. Any truck driver right now is laughing. But I'm just like, bro, my fuel expense from last year, $46,000. That's just fuel. My cargo insurance is $295 a week. So what's that? 15 grand a year. That's just cargo insurance. That's not bobtail. That's not the truck insurance. Like, they don't understand what business expenses goes into running a business. All they have is their underwear allowance, their internet, and their phone bill. You know, that's it. We have a truck. A lot of us have a truck payment, a trailer payment, maintenance, insurance, fuel to move the shit. I mean, good God. But anyway, so maybe if they could think of that when they're trying to push a load that goes from, say, East Coast to West Coast, and the shipper is selling it for $8,000 to $10,000, and the broker posts it for $3,500, maybe they should see where all the money is going, and it's not all make a little bit more sense to them as to why that should be criminal. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think down below. If there's any freight brokers in here, feel free to message me. My email is on the channel. If you have any more questions, you let me know. All right, guys, deuces.